Thank you for letting me tune in. Thank you for letting me tune in, ladies and gentlemen. The coordinator of our State Harris Show. Owner of the global market majority stakeholder of all 10 year, 15 year, 30 year corporate, private, and public. And it's very unfortunate, ladies and gentlemen, that your neighbor picked your child up for Bible study. That's what you got to think about. Your child has been going to Bible study with your neighbors going on a year now, ladies and gentlemen. But you haven't thought about this. Have you noticed that you told your child that you sure is growing up? You know what I mean? And like you're not even realizing how many times you invited your friends and other people, your friends, how you just been telling your friends on that telephone that you can't believe how big and fine and round that your child just growing up. I'm talking about it seemed like in one night that your child, ladies and gentlemen, if you could see if you could see the other end of that phone, when you sitting down telling your friends and your BFF forever that you can't believe how fast that your child and how fine and thick and big your child getting. On the other end of that phone is a big bottle of lotion, a big old bottle of lotion, a big old thing of tissue, ladies and gentlemen. And when I tell you that your neighbor is polishing that weapon like they going to Vietnam, baby. Tell me how fast they growing up again. I'm trying to tell you, ladies. Seem like they growed up overnight. You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? And they did grow up in one night. That they did. Now that your neighbor been taking your child to Bible study that you don't go to. And they are growing up in a matter of nights, ladies. Tremendously. You see what I'm saying? And I tell you, ladies, but you know, you are really a conservative. You're not a conservative like the political group. You a conservative where you tell your child, I'm not buying you no Versace. I'm not buying you no Gucci. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go to Kmart and you're going to get that $5 book bag and you're going to get them $5 khakis and that $5 t-shirt. We on the budget. But you see that Bible study teacher, as long as you keep your mouth closed and you know where your blessings come from, and you come to me with Bible study every Tuesday and the Sunday school on Sunday, and we keep doing this thing, I ain't gonna tell your mama about your boyfriend. And I'm not gonna tell your mama about goddamn girls' night out. But I'm gonna keep buying you these gifts for you being a good girl. You see what I'm saying? And you keep staying on this praise team and keep on dancing, and keep on dancing. And all I want you to do is keep bringing your yoga outfit to praise. Lord have mercy. When I tell you that daughter knows she can praise the Lord. Yes, Jesus, don't she pray? Your daughter prays him better than anybody. But see, they don't tell the mom and daddy that. You know what I mean? Only time they talk to mom and daddy with that lotion bottle on the other end of their phone, when they telling them how fast that child is so growing up. And that they is. That child show is growing. Very unfortunate for you, but very good for the congregation. Very good for the congregation. Very good. You see what I mean? And I'm going to tell you, ladies, a lot of times in this situation, the parents are the backsliders. The parents are going to hell. You know why the parents going to hell? Because they don't go to church. See, they missing out on the first fruits. You understand? The parents is missing out on the first fruits of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? And now the parents are the devil. You see what I'm saying? So the Lord goes in and the Lord gets those first fruits that the devil could have had because the devil going to go to church. So therefore, the congregation and the pastor and the deacon is tearing those fruits up, tearing those fruits and getting those fruits that the devil could have had if the devil would have came to church. You see what I'm saying? So is the pastor and the deacon, is they doing anything wrong by tearing up them fruits that the devil could have had? You know what I'm saying? You see it? You see how I go, ladies and gentlemen? You see how they do that flip flop? You know what I'm saying? That's how they flip flop. You know what I mean? You see? And what they say is another man's trash is another man's treasure. You know what I mean? See, while you was in there telling that child that they can't have Louis Vuitton, they can't have Gucci, guess what? The deacon and the pastor finna take them out to East Chase. Since you praise the Lord, ooh, baby, since you dance so good at praise team, pastor and deacon finna take you to East Chase and get you a Louis Vuitton praise team yoga pantsuit. You don't have to tell your mom and daddy. We're going to tell your mama and daddy that you earn a living because we pay you to praise the Lord, and you instruct the praise. Think, oh, I tell you, can't nobody dance like you. And I want you to teach these other girls how to dance like you. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be here at the church, and if you need me, I'm going to come in there and help you. You just come and tell me that you need me for anything. If you need some Kool-Aid, if you need some Hawaiian drink, if you need some Capri Sun, if you need some Kool-Aid, if you need some honey buns, if you need some Fritos, if you need some Kool-Aid, if you need some yoga pants, if you need some Kleenex, if you need some lunch money, if you need some Kool-Aid, just come over here and knock on the door, and the pastor will go there and he get the deacon, and he'll come in there and get you some of the things you need. You just keep praising the Lord, and you keep bringing people to Christ. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, in this situation, the church has not gained any members. The only members that they gaining is traveling members that listen and said that they sure got a Trump tight. Trump tight, baby. When I say Trump tight, they got all their ducks in a row, baby. So the other congregation that the good news, they hear about the good news of this praise thing, they're not gaining any members from the neighborhood. They're not gaining any members from the surrounding cities. They only gaining people from the same circuit that's coming to visit, that's traveling to watch the dance team dance and praise. These are the things. The only way that they is hearing about it, ladies. But you got to understand, ladies. You see what I'm saying? A lot of time when you don't have parents that's cognitive, it's not that the parent is not involved in the child's life. The parent is involved in the child's life. The parent just don't understand how far the pastor and how far the deacon will go. They're not aware of it. The parent honestly think that the child might be learning something that is going to lead them to a better place. See, the parent got confidence that another grown man and a woman that's using God's temple is not using it to have relations with a child inside the place where they supposed to be learning about the Lord. See, you see what I'm saying? The child did not think somebody would Bob stoop that low. You know what I'm saying? But see, what parents have to do, parents have to be more involved in PTA. You see what I'm saying? When they have parent-teacher meetings, when they have pretty much anything that you can do, they have to go to these PTA meetings and see what parents and teachers coming together to see. And sometimes you got to walk in and walk into the sanctuary. Sometimes you got to kick the door down to the sanctuary. What the hell you doing in there? Sometimes you got to do that. And see, you see, if my cane get longer than your cane, go open the goddamn door to this sanctuary. And if my cane is getting real big, that means the pastor or the deacon might be in there doing something they ain't supposed to be doing with the children. You see what I'm saying? That's all it takes, lady. Sometimes you got to pull a kick door on them, lady. It ain't like no police in there, you know what I'm saying? What they gonna do, call the police and say you was trying to see what the hell was going on in the sanctuary? You know what I'm saying? It's something going on in there because my cane getting real long when I say, open this goddamn door. What the hell you doing in there? You see what I'm saying? And I say like this, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't sleep with the children and goddamn on TV, why are you sleeping with them behind closed doors? You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it ain't nothing wrong with it, Anthony Weiner, why won't you do it in front of everybody? Shit. If it's heritage, if you've been doing this for 400 years, why won't you get out here and show everybody how you do it? Why is you doing it behind the sanctuary where ain't no cameras at? If that's how it's done, shit. You see what I'm saying, lady? Yeah? So obviously you're doing something you ain't supposed to do. And see, a lot of times these parents have to stop trusting people that's supposed to have power and people that's supposed to be grown. Sometimes you got to go in there and investigate the shit anyway. Let me go see what this pastor and this deacon doing in this Bible study with these children in Bible study. Sometimes you got to get your ass up and put some clothes on and go anyway. You ain't got to dress up, shit. Goddamn, put your blue jeans and t-shirt, take your ass on. You don't let that broad tell you what you got to wear, shit. So that man can size your booty hole up. That's all they doing. They want you to wear some tight breeches and a belt showing your butthole so they can size you up and have you feeling like a faggot in there. You go in there, goddamn, how you go in the street? The hell you doing in this motherfucker, shit? This thing said, come how I am, shit. Come how I am, come how you are, shit. I ain't finna let you have me with no tight ass breeches with no wedgie. I'm coming to see what the hell you doing with these children. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to do it in school. But at school, you can't do that because they'll call the police on you. You see what I'm saying? So at school, you want to be a little more, you know what I'm saying? You want to be on your P's and Q's a little more. You see what I'm saying? Because they'll call the police on your ass at school. But the pastor ain't finna call the police on you because 9 times out of 10, your pastor is doing something with them children. You better believe that. It ain't no way around that shit, lady. It ain't no way around it, you know what I'm saying? Because you know that the pastor is saying stuff that ain't supposed to be saying in church, every last one of them. They said it ain't a pastor in America that ain't using that Bible the wrong way. They said every last one of them get to it. They using the Bible as a serpent to get in between the scriptures. You see what I'm saying? That's what they use. The same thing they not supposed to be using, they using it to get in between the sheets of that bed. You know, they using to get in them bed sheets. You see what I'm saying, Lane? I know they using the tools that the Lord gave them the wrong way, and that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Why are all of them guilty of the same thing? Every Cardinal in America, even though you beat the hell out of that team, even though the Cardinals and the Ravens had a challenge today. You know why the Cardinals got beat by the Ravens? Because that's what they consuming. They consuming, ladies and gentlemen, something else in between that bread. It's something that they consuming in between that bread that ain't a sandwich. That's why the Ravens beat the Cardinals. And that's why everybody beat the Cardinals. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody that play in Arizona ain't fit to play ball. They just trick your ass. You know what I'm saying? They trick your ass long enough to get away with it. You know what I'm saying? They trick your ass. They done got away with it. They done retired. They don't give a damn if you find out or not now because they done trick your ass for 20 years. Who give a damn if you find out now? You know what I'm saying? You ain't messed nobody up but your own kind. Shit. They don't give a damn about you knowing now. They done lived their fucking life. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? No, now for later on, now that you know what I'm saying? Maybe you can teach your children to pay more attention than that you didn't got tricked and shanking, and they done pulled that Shawshank Redemption out of your ass. And they done dug their way out the sanctuary, and they done made their way to Birmingham. They don't give a damn if you know or not. That man in Birmingham doing the same thing. He doing it with some people that want to be. He doing it with some people that want their kids to learn, like Michelle Obama, that want girls to learn. He ain't with nobody that gonna be complaining about it. Shit.